Okay, the section today is on how to write a proper hook and concluding sentence. So in this section, what I've done is I've actually created a paragraph on video game systems. And I have not included a proper hook or a concluding sentence here. So before we get started, we need to get a better understanding as to what exactly a hook is and get an idea as to a couple of different ways that we can actually construct one. So obviously a hook is a little bit of a tidbit of information. It's kind of an appetizer to try and attract the reader of your paragraph and encourage them to continue to read what it is that you've written about. This is something that comes before the topic sentence or your thesis statement. And then obviously a hook, it can either be one of two ways. It can be an informative hook or it can be an imaginative hook. And we're going to take a look at a couple of examples here. So going back to our paragraph, we've got our topic sentence. Our topic sentence is right here where it says, although the competition for video game supremacy is fierce, the Xbox 360 clearly stands out as the best system currently available on the market. So with this being our topic sentence, we're going to want to make sure that our hook is going to be related to the video game industry. Although it's not going to directly tell us what the paragraph is about, it's going to kind of give the reader a preview as to what they can expect. So let's take a look at a informative hook for starters. Now, what we have here is an informative hook style, and it's highlighted here in blue. And so what I did is I gave a little bit of historical context here before I actually hit the reader with the topic sentence. So it says, since the early 1980s, the video game systems war has pushed designs and interactivity for the end users. Major breakthroughs in the industry have been copied, expanded upon, and ultimately discarded for new and improved technology. So as you can see, I haven't actually told the reader what this paragraph is about. All I've done is given them a little bit of backstory. And then what we do is we hit them with the topic sentence. In this case, it's a persuasive paragraph, and it's making an argument that the Xbox is clearly the best system that's currently available. Now, that's an informative hook style, but there's also an imaginative hook style. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. So here's an example of an imaginative hook style. So what we're doing is we're actually creating a scene, something that's vivid, that forces the reader to actually imagine a situation. So what I'm going to do here is I've written it as such. Your thoughts freeze for a moment. Bewildered, you look at the frozen screen in front of you. Suddenly, reality hits and you become fully aware of the implications. You just lost out in your gaming battle against the Chosen 114 because the online connectivity was lost. In frustration, you throw your controller to the floor, causing it to crack and rendering it useless. Does this nightmare sound familiar? And now we hit you with the topic sentence. Although the competition for video game supremacy is fierce, the Xbox 360 clearly stands out as the best system currently available on the market. So what I've done is I've taken the person, I've allowed them to imagine a situation and tried to almost create a kind of emotional attachment to the writing piece before they go ahead and read about my argument, which is that the Xbox 360 is clearly the best. Okay, so now that we've actually added in the hook, we're going to choose one. And in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the informative hook for our paragraph. And what I'm going to do now is I have to add in a concluding sentence. So when we're looking at concluding sentences, a good concluding sentence has one of two jobs. It either ties off the paragraph or it acts as a springboard into the next paragraph, which is commonly used when we're writing multi-paragraph essays. But for this one, we're just going to tie it off. And what we like to do in our class is to follow the concluding sentence equation, which is to restate the topic, then you're going to add in a summary of the supporting details, and then you're also going to add in a challenge or encourage or convince statement. And that, if you put that all together, that will equal your concluding sentence. So let's take a look at how this actually comes together. So if we go down here, okay, using the concluding sentence equation, we have written a concluding sentence to this paragraph. It says, the Xbox 360 has no peers in the gaming system market due to its exclusive games, user-friendly controllers, and fantastic online play. Head down to your local tech shop and test one out today. You won't be disappointed. Okay, so this way we have actually used the equation perfectly. So we start off by first restating the topic sentence, where it says here, the Xbox 360 has no peers in the gaming system. Okay, this is actually our topic. Okay. Then we move in and we see that it says we give the summary details, summing up the supporting details. And there were three supporting details in this paragraph. The first being about exclusive games, the second being about its controllers, and the last part being about its online play. And then what we do is we challenge, convince, or encourage. So what I've done is I've encouraged somebody to head down to their local tech shop and try one out, and they won't be disappointed. And when we put all three of these together, it ends up coming out as a nice little concluding sentence. Okay, for more information on this, make sure that you check out your notes that you've been given in class. And you can also check out the other videos that are in this section of the site.